Hey everybody, it is Kent with KG's Books. I am doing a quick little unboxing video. I've been saving up some of my favorite purchases for the last week, and I'm going to show them off to you right now. If you don't know, I am eBay and whatnot seller, Animal at 52. I do 90 $1 book auctions over on eBay every Thursday night, and then whatnot I'm selling almost every night. Everything starts at $1. Some pretty incredible books. I'm going to show this stuff all off. It is available for sale. You're welcome to, you can give me a call. Otherwise, you can send me a email at kent.genteman@hotmail.com. Though for the first week, I'm only offering these up to my members. Feel free to reach out and I can get you some prices and stuff for anyone. But for the first 7 days, I'm only going to sell these to my members. It is $4.99 to sign up for my YouTube membership. So if you want the opportunity to get early access to all these books, feel free to reach out. I'll give you some prices, but if you want to purchase this in the first week, you have to be a member. Just a cool little benefit to all of my members. And it's only $4.99 a month, so why not sign up? All right, number one, let's see what we have. We have a cool lineup of stuff. I've been buying some awesome stuff lately. First book is, well, it looks like a very pretty binding, that's for sure. Let's see if we can get this open. Packaged it very securely, that's good. We like that, we appreciate that. All right, up first we have a beautiful Edgar Allan Poe poems with an awesome floral binding. Beautiful book with the silver flowers on the spine and then the pink flowers on the cover. Excellent book, beautiful condition. This is the Complete Poetical Works of Edgar Allan Poe, published in Chicago by M.A. Donahue and Company. I don't remember if this one was dated. Nope, no date, but definitely I would say late 1890s on this one. All of the classics, The Raven, Lenora, To Helen, The Bells, The Sleeper, Dreamland, A Dream Within a Dream, etc., etc., etc. And just a beautiful binding. Oh, I think I saw an illustration in there somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe I'm losing my mind. I thought I saw one. But gorgeous binding, very nice condition. Again, that one's probably right around 1898, 1899. And again, if you want early access to buy all of this stuff, feel free to send me an email or give me a phone call. But these are only available to purchase for the first 7 days for my YouTube memberships. $4.99 to sign up to be a member of my YouTube channel. And then you get early access to all of my best books. And if nothing else, you can enjoy, see what's coming up. If these don't sell in the first week, they will probably be up for auction either on eBay or whatnot. Awesome, awesome copy of Alice in Wonderland with the Edwardian lady there on the front cover. Copyright 1907 by Hearst and Company. That's interesting. They got the copyright date right there. Very nice condition on this one. Gorgeous copy, Alice in Wonderland. Tight binding, tight hinges. There's an inscription on the front end paper to Chloe Stockman from Moreau Mary Parrott on her 12th birthday, 1908. Nice little inscription. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll, a new edition. Again, this one's going to be either late 1890s or very early 1900s. Awesome little copy of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. That's a classic. Oh, looks like this one came from the UK. Not an international purchase here. Oh, looks like a nice old copy of Uncle Tom's Cabin. I just sold a really nice copy of Uncle Tom's Cabin on Whatnot 2 nights ago. Uncle Tom's Cabin by Harriet Beecher Stowe. Maybe, oh, you know what? This is crazy. I had this matching binding, the Warren's Star series, a different title, a couple nights ago as well. Interesting, huh? You got the little angel holding the baby, and then you have the gentleman with the horse and chariot and the sun and the stars. Uncle Tom's Cabin by Harriet Beecher Stowe. This one looks pretty nice condition. Oh, this one's dated 1899. The other one, the last one I sold, didn't have a date. Uncle Tom's Cabin, a tale of life among the lowly by Harriet Beecher Stowe. Classic anti-slavery novel. Originally published in, was it the 1850s? I think the mid-1850s, or maybe the early 1850s was the first edition. 1852, maybe. But this is a nice 1889 copy of Uncle Tom's Cabin. Nice illustrated edition of the classic anti-slavery novel by Harriet Beecher Stowe. Nice condition on that one. I think I have a couple more copies of Uncle Tom's Cabin coming in the next few days here, hopefully. If you guys don't know, I spend a lot of time online shopping for books. The problem is, sometimes I will scroll through listings for half an hour or an hour and find nothing, because almost everything is insanely overpriced online. Especially, you know, I'm buying as a reseller and a collector. I'm a collector as well, and I want to get a deal. I don't want to pay crazy prices. All right, wowza. Owen Meredith's poems. What a binding on that one. Wow, that is amazing. Very nice condition with the gilded edges all the way around. Looks like New Orleans, 1989. This one is definitely earlier than 1989. The poetical works of Owen Meredith, Robert Lord Lytton. He wrote some poetry under the pseudonym Owen Meredith. No date, but definitely 1890s on this one. And just an insanely beautiful binding. Wow, 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 wow. I like that one. If this one doesn't sell to one of my members, I'm going to keep it for myself, for sure. I wouldn't mind owning that one in my own collection for a little while. That's a great one. If you're not already signed up for Whatnot, you definitely should. I do some pretty fun auctions there almost every night. Everything starts at $1, whether it's a $10 book or a $200 book. I don't care. I sold a really nice 1830s leather-bound set on the history of Rome. I mean, I just put up the best stuff over there. And eBay, too. I'm doing less auctions on eBay, so it is a higher quality book auctions. I think I went from doing 180 auctions a week on eBay down to 90. So I don't have to hustle quite as hard to find 180 books a week. All right, really nice Victorian copy of Through the Looking Glass and What Alice Found There. This is the sequel to Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. And you know what? I've never seen this binding for Alice, so I'm sure it's going to be unbelievably difficult for me to find Alice in Wonderland in the matching binding, but I guess I figured I had to snag this one up, and hopefully someday I can find the Alice in Wonderland that matches it. Through the Looking Glass and What Alice Found There by Lewis Carroll. No date, but probably this one might be 1880s, but possibly 1890s, I suppose. Nice, respectable copy and a pretty binding. Weird. I don't know if the spine is faded. The lettering, I can't tell if there was ever lettering there on the spine. I'm sure there was, but the spine doesn't look worn, but the lettering is worn off. Interesting. Don't know what to think of that one. Oh, we got a cookbook, Salad, Sandwiches, and Chafing Dish Dainties by Janet M. Hill. I always like selling old cookbooks. Tight binding, tight hinge. Well, no, the inside hinges are splitting, but, you know, cookbooks were meant to get used. Salad, Sandwiches, Chafing Dishes, and Dainties by Janet Mackenzie Hill, 1922 edition. see what we got. Savory sandwiches, ham and tongue sandwiches, ham and egg sandwiches, corned beef sandwiches, oyster dishes, eggs, all the different ways you can cook eggs. Looks like some French dishes here. Not even going to try to pronounce some of those. Bread and chow paste, savory sandwiches, chicken rolls, fruit and nut salads. You got fruit salad, dressing for fruit salad, fruit and nut salad, nut salad number 2, cherry salad, prune and pecan nut salad. Oh, we got some illustrations too. I do love the old cookbooks. String bean salad with sliced eggs. I need to get a new egg slicer. What do we have? We have Easter salad and we have country salad. 1922, cool old cookbook. I love the old cookbooks. Actually, I think I just put an 1890 compendium of cookery and reliable recipes up on eBay. So that one will start next Monday. I think I'll post this video on maybe Friday. So next Monday, I'll have a really nice 1890s cookbook coming up for auction. Otherwise, I don't come across good old cookbooks too often. That's one of the books that usually gets a little bit worn and tattered over time. I have a nice little trip planned next week. I'm going to go to hopefully a couple antique stores and do some filming. And I want to go to a place in Madison and show off that as well. Oh, here we go. This one, again, reach out if you're one of my YouTube members, if you want a price on this one. Or if you're not a member, reach out and you can always join if you like my price. You can pay my $4.99 a month membership for this one. This is a classic. This one always, whenever I have a nice leather binding on eBay, it always brings anywhere from 85 to like 150 bucks. This is Museum of Antiquity, a description of ancient life, the employments, amusements, customs and habits, cities, palaces, monuments, tombs, literature, and fine arts of 3,000 years ago. Published in 1886, highly illustrated. It has tons of examples of the ancient pottery and dress and jewelry, the mythology, the ancient ruins from all over, you know, Greece, Rome, Italy, Egypt, different parts of the Holy Land and the Middle East. Very cool, highly illustrated book on ancient archaeology, the catacombs, an Egyptian tomb. There's a few like sarcophagus. I think there's some illustrations of mummies and stuff like that. And then ancient hieroglyphics. Pretty cool. One of my favorites. And again, to find a nice leather... the leather bindings aren't super rare, but to find them without the covers falling off is tough because it is a big, hefty book. One of my favorites on archaeology. Oh, little one. Ooh, that's cool. Ancient Egypt. What a cover on that one with the elephants and the different temples and the pyramids and the ships and the snake charmers. Very cool. Nice condition on that one. That one's beautiful. Let's see. Ancient Egypt Illustrated, published by Dodd Mead & Company. You got a frontispiece of the pyramids of Memphis. Cover at 1879 on this one. Looks like there are a lot of cool illustrations in this one. Quite a few illustrations. Lots of illustrations. Cool 1879 book on ancient Egypt. Beautiful book as well. There we go. You could have dropped these off the Empire State Building and I think they would have survived. Alright, what do we have here? Myths and Legends of Our New Possessions. I think that one has to do with, oh, frontispiece is detached. Let's see, this is Myths and Legends of Our New Possessions. I think that has to do with the Philippines and Puerto Rico and Hawaii and stuff like that. Myths and Legends of Our New Possessions and Protectorate by Charles M. Skinner, published in 1900. Let's see the contents that we have on this one. Table of contents. So you got some Myths and Legends of the Caribbean, the Buccaneers, the Mysterious Island, Tobacco, Obian Witches, Mermaids, Aboriginals. Let's see, more on the Caribbean. In the Pacific, so you got Hawaii, the Hawaiian Islands, Hawaiian Ghosts, the Magic Spear, Hawaiian Witches, Cannibals. More in the Pacific, the old beliefs of the Filipinos, etc., etc., etc. I think there's a few illustrations in this one. Yep, we got some illustrations. Hawaiian Ghosts. Hawaiian has its haunts and spooks, just as do some countries that do not believe in such things. One of the specter troubles a steep shore near Laihu Ka'o, however you say that. An obese and lazy chief ordered one of his retainers to carry him to the top of the slope on his shoulders. It was a toilsome climb. The day was hot, hence it was no wonder that just before he gained the summit, the man staggered, fell, and sent his dignified and indignant lord sprawling on the rocks. This was the fatal misstep, for the chief ran the poor fellow through with his spear, and the ghost possibly laments because it did not drop its burden sooner with more emphasis. Huh. Wow. Cool. 1900, Myths and Legends of Our New Possession. This is Myths and Legends Beyond Our Borders, also by Charles Skinner. These are tough to find, and they're really tough to find in nice condition. Let's see, that one was published in 1899. See what we have for contents in this one. Looks like we got Canada, some Canadian Myths and Legends of Mexico. Yep, Canada and Mexico. And then I think this is Native American, if I remember. I don't remember very good these days. All right, Myths and Legends of Our Own Land. So that's American Myths and Legends. Let's see, Volume 1, no date. Let's see if there's a copyright date. Yep, 1896 copyright on this one. The Hudson and its Hills. So classic American Myths and Legends. The Isle of Manhattan and nearby. On near the Delaware, Tales of Puritan Land. So classic American Myths and Legends. Let's see what Volume 2 looks like. Puritan Land again, Lights and Shadows of the South, the Central States and Great Lakes. Again, lots of cool stuff on ghosts and myths and legends and werewolves and Native Americans and Hiawatha. Very cool. Awesome set of books right there. All right, 3 more boxes. Oh, this is another pretty copy of Uncle Tom's Cabin. Very Art Nouveau floral binding. Beautiful condition. Incredibly clean copy of Uncle Tom's Cabin. Uncle Tom's Cabin or Life Among the Lowly by Harriet Beecher Stowe. There's the portrait of Harriet Beecher Stowe. No date. This one's going to be early 1900s, maybe 1900 to 1920 is my best guess on this one. But a very beautiful Art Nouveau style floral binding there. Awesome book right there. Oh, this was an awesome lineup of Myrtle Reed. These are really, really beautiful bindings, but they have the dust jackets too, which is, I mean, pretty much unheard of just because these books were so beautiful underneath the dust jackets. Lavender and Old Lace by Myrtle Reed. And again, I bought these because of the dust jackets. Copyright 1902 on that one. But absolutely incredible to find these with the dust jackets. I've sold lots of Myrtle Reed and I've never... I mean, there's a couple on eBay with the dust jackets. But this is an awesome lineup. A Weaver of Dreams by Myrtle Reed. The Master's Violin by Myrtle Reed. That's a classic. Sold lots of copies of that one. And these are a little later printings. I think some of the first editions were 1890s and really early 1900s. That one's copyright 1904. Old Rose and Silver. Again, I just really like these because of the dust jackets. Master of the Old Vineyard. A Spinster in the Sun. And the White Shield. Awesome condition with the original dust jackets. Those are cool. Alright, last box. Again, most of these will be up for auction on eBay or whatnot in the next couple of weeks. But if you are interested, you can reach out for prices. You can send me an email at kent.genteman@hotmail.com. Again, I'm only giving my YouTube members first access for the first week. But if you want to know prices on anything, you can always join my membership. Just takes a couple minutes to sign up to get early access to all of these books. Nice set of Charles Dickens. This is Old Curiosity Shop and Bleak House. Actually, some of these I'm probably going to put on Whatnot tonight. I'm looking for cool inventory all the darn time to get on Whatnot. So these, I probably won't sell them all tonight, but a bunch of these will go up on Whatnot tonight. I don't think these were dated. They're either 1880s or 1890s. The Adventures of Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens, illustrated, and very pretty bindings. Nice looking spines on those, and very nice condition. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 16 volumes. I don't think this was complete. Oh no, we have 15 volumes. Oh, it might be complete. I don't know. David Copperfield and Our Mutual Friend. Little Dorrit. Pickwick Papers. Tale of Two Cities and Edwin Drood. Barnaby Rudge and Hard Times. And Sketches by Boz and Great Expectations. Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for watching. One last time, I am Whatnot seller and eBay seller, Animal Vet 52. Please go check out my auctions over there. I think you'll find some cool stuff and some pretty good deals too.